I'm curious, what does freedom equal for you? I've discovered a secret that's been hidden in plain sight for years. Doesn't everybody say that? It's not a secret at all, but you have to understand the power of your divine nature. We have literally been programmed since we were born to follow the leader. Remember that game where you had to do everything that the person in front of you did? And that's how a lot of us lead our lives. We base the things that we do, how we think, and how we operate on a daily basis on the ideas of other people. But here's the thing. You are the thinker that thinks the thought that makes the thing. And for a lot of us, it's our thoughts that are keeping us from our freedom. How much time do you spend a day thinking? And I'm not talking about worrying. I'm not talking about trying to figure out how you're going to get all the things done that you need to get done. I'm talking about just thinking and having solid, good thoughts. Asking the question, how can I, instead of just immediately saying, oh, I can't do that. Every single thought that you have is a prayer, and the quality of your thoughts equals the quality of your prayers. We all want to experience freedom, or I think we all want to experience freedom. Nobody wants to be told what to do every single minute of every single hour of every single day. And if you want to get to a level of freedom, you must look at it from a different perspective, because there's levels to this. There's spiritual, there's mental, and there's physical. But a lot of us, we just stick to the physical part of it. You have to get your spiritual self in alignment before anything can happen. When you're aligned with God, you can't fail. Now, let's be clear. You're going to stumble. You have to, and you're going to quote unquote fail. And I don't really believe in failing, because I feel like everything that happens is just getting us closer to where we desire to be. But we need reminders. And be honest with yourself. If you got everything that you needed right now, what would happen? You might be saying, oh, well, my problems would be solved. I'll be able to pay all my debt. I'll be able to take care of my family for generations. I'll be able to get a new car. I'll be able to help others. I'll be able to buy a new house. But the truth is, if you got everything that you desire right now, nothing will really change, because your integrity is based on who you are as a person, not how much money you have. Things would be amplified if you got the money. So how you are right now is how you would be once the money came. Yeah, your bank account is going to have a higher number, but you're still going to be the same person. So you have to align yourself spiritually, and you must understand that you're, in actuality, a spiritual being having a human experience. And this means that you're powerful. So stop doubting yourself. Do you know what it took for you to get here? You're a miracle. You are not called here to be mediocre. You are not called here to compare yourself to others. You are called here to do something special, something that only you can do and nobody else can. And a lot of times we have this tendency to feel insecure about the thing that we're called to do. But the reason why we doubt ourselves and the reason why we're unsure about our path is because we're not tapped into the power within. We're not tapped into who we really are. We haven't connected with God on a spiritual level. God can't fail. So if God is your partner, you can't fail. And I know there's a lot of people who have strayed away from religion. So we're not even talking about this from a religious perspective. We're talking about this from a spiritual perspective. And even if you strayed away from religion, like, there's still so much value in these sacred texts that we have that teach us so much about ourselves, whether it's the Quran, the Bible, the Torah, whichever one speaks to you. These texts teach you about yourself. They teach you how to tap in to the power within and how to be a person that makes a difference in the world. And when you're connected to spirit, you realize that you and God are one. And when you connect to God in prayer and meditation, you're just taken to another level. But a lot of us, we put that on the back burner. We don't go to it as our first thing. You know, we're caught up in the hustle and grind, or we're caught up in trying to get things done instead of putting our spirits first. But when you're in alignment with spirit, you realize you already have everything that you need. And when you sit and you think and you ask the questions, how can I? How can I start this business? How can I move to the next level? How can I have the desires of my heart? Through prayer and meditation, these answers will come to you. And for a lot of you who are entrepreneurs or content creators or whatever it is that you do, you're not just building a business, you're building a connection to serve people. And when you're in service, you get so much more than you give. So I'm asking you again, what does freedom mean to you? What does freedom equal for you? Take some time today, pull out a pen and some paper. I know a lot of people like to use their phones, but I just think there's so much power in writing it down. And just take a moment and write down what freedom equals for you. What are the things that will bring freedom into your life? Or what are some of the things that will make you feel free? And once you have a list of these things, then ask yourself, how can I do whatever is on your paper? And then align yourself spiritually. Start to do the spiritual work. We're going to get negative thoughts. That's just a part of who we are as human beings. But your job is to continuously be in a space where you're negating those thoughts, where you're saying, you know what, that's not true, that's a lie. I have everything I need. God is my provider and is here to fulfill all of the desires of my heart. Whatever those mantras or sayings look like for you, it's your job to be in a continuous space where you're reiterating those thoughts in your mind so that you can align with everything that is rightfully and divinely yours. You are special. You are one of a kind. And I think that it would be beneficial if you started acting like it.